Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another How Will This video for you, and as you can probably see, it is a long one, okay? Because I'm doing the whole palette at once. I'm not filming it in one day, right? I'll film whenever I have time, but I do the whole palette because there are no names for these shades. So usually when I do the title, it is How Will Does X and X by brand perform? There are no names. So what am I going to call the video? How well does the pink and the orange from Wet n Wild perform now? So I'm going to do the whole palette. This is the Rosé in the Air palette. Wet n Wild. I think this is my first ever Wet n Wild shadow palette, or shadow in general, so I'm intrigued. I think I did a swatch video, I will link that one here. Then I definitely did a look, because there are two, like one pair of eyes. One is the day version, one is the night version, with these shades, you know, depending on how intense you want it. You go for the darker ones, and for the day look, which is a bit lighter and softer, you go for the lighter shades. I will link that also here, in case you want to see it. And that is out of the way. I feel like it is a great idea to put everything into one video, but it's also very time consuming, so I'm not looking forward to this. And I'm also not looking forward to editing this, because mess. Anyways, I'm going to use the transition shade today, and then this orange here. I will not use the blending shade, because it is the blending shade. And as you probably can tell, this is a look-wise dupe for the Modern Renaissance. What do you stay up? The Modern Renaissance palette. And I say look-wise because I have not really played with these shadows. I got this palette in 2023, and I guarantee you, ever since I did the look with that, I haven't touched this palette, so it's been a long time. Anyways, let's zoom you in, and then let's get started. What will I use? I'll just use this one. Mangled fluffy brush, and that shade is called Transition, so it should not be too dark, obviously, right? It's like a nice taupe, I would say. I think this fits my skin tone very well, because it gives my, if I would only use the crease, it would give me just a nice shadow. It's not too intense. I feel like I could also use this, maybe, possibly as a contour shade. Yeah, this is what it looks like. It's not that bad, but it's also not that great, right? But I guess for a transition shade, it's actually doing the job. It's been a while since I've done the look, so I don't know how well other shadows work on top of this, or how well this works on top of another shadow. That's a whole other story. That's something I need to figure out myself. I think I will keep it for now. Alright, then the next shade, the orange. I know that this one here, I think that one was in the not Novena, what's it called? But the rest, I think that was called one fresco. One fresco. This one, because that was my favorite shadow in the palette. And I think I kept it for last, because I was just so excited to use it. You know what these pens remind me of? Like the old school L'Oreal quints? Or was Maybelline? I think it was L'Oreal. You know, we had like 1, 2, 3, 4 colors, and then one round one in the middle. They're not bad, but sometimes it's hard to get the brushing. I think the L'Oreal ones, they also had like triangle shapes. How are you supposed to get your brush in there? Oh, anyways, that's a whole other story. So the orange one now, let's see. I guess these colors are very, very soft. It looks intense in the camera, but it's not as intense in real life. It's very soft, actually. To the point where this will be a nice one and done shade. Both of them, actually. You know, you just put them on, blend them in, and they seem very easy to blend in. And then you just go. I actually do like that. I think the 3 first shades, because you know the blending shade is also there, are a win from this palette. Is it the most amazing quality ever? No, but I like the way they look. No, I've definitely seen worse than this, so I'm good with that. Oh, such lovely weather outside, man. Oh, gorgeous. Also, ever since the weather is good, I've been walking the dog much longer. Like I didn't mind walking for 2 hours, 2.5 hours in the rain, but my dog hates that. Especially when he has to put on his little raincoat. He does not like that at all. Actually, I want to try something new out. Give me a moment. Because I had to get a new highlighter, so I got this one. The Lethal jelly highlighter, like Squidward. Yeah, this is what it looks like. It's yes. I mean, I have a pimple there, so just gonna ignore that. Oh, okay. I have to stop using that. I have to stop. Stop it. Get your act together. Oh my god. I almost dropped this. There's nothing worse than dropping your mascara and catching it, but then your whole fingers are just covered in mascara. I'm actually really surprised by this one. Because, I mean, I don't know how well it looks in the camera, but it's just nice to look at. And like I said, if I feel like it, I might use it as a contour as well, because that would fit very well with my skin tone. 3 shadows that I can use this for. Again, whenever I feel like it, I will film the next 4 more videos, right? 1, 2, 3, and then this one will get its own special video. I've always been drawn more towards the cooler tones, so just by looking at it, I like this transition shade more than this transition shade, but we'll see. So I will zoom in one more time, and then let me know which side you like. If you can even like a side, because it's a very, very neutral. So this is the transition shade, the cool tones. See, this is what I mean. Usually I say, oh, this is chestnut, whatever. There are no shades, there are no shade names. So this one, and this one. I could have done a better job with blending in, but I think they're not that bad. That was it. Let me know what you think of the shadows, and let me know what you think of the highlighter. I look like I didn't even put concealer on, but I did. Apply a bit more, maybe. Maybe it's just the fact that I do not sleep well these days. Does it look better? I do not get it into the highlighter too much. First video done. 4 more to go, and honestly, I hope they all perform well. I'm not getting palettes and then wish that the shadows are bad, right? The Joker one, you know, my arch nemesis, as you may know, that was just a fail. You know, it was not a nice purchase. But you know, it's not that I looked at this and thought, oh, I hope they all perform bad so I can get rid of the palette. I hope they perform well. And thus far, these two do, and you know, also the blending shade. I mean, there's not much you can do wrong with the blending shade. I hope you enjoyed this, and then I see you whenever I'm filming the next part. See you then, bye. Hi, welcome to the second clip of this video. Did I even do a swatch of the shadows I want to use? So we are continuing with this shimmer shade and then this there. This is what they look like. Okay, they look better than I thought they would. I wish the shimmer was a bit more intense, you know. I'm gonna use the shimmer first because I do need some shimmer, as you may know. I like it. It's not the best shimmer ever, but it's also not the worst. So yeah, I think we'll keep this. Nice. Okay. Next that brown shade that has a red undertone to it. I mean, so far that also works very well. What the hell? I don't think I've ever had a Wet n Wild product, or at least shadow, in my life, so I didn't know what to expect. You know, I didn't go in with high expectations. I didn't go in with a mindset of, oh, those shadows are going to be terrible. I really didn't know what to expect, and look at this. I like that. I like these two. I see you. So, I love these. I'm keeping this far. It always looks weird when you have one eye that's soft and bright and light shimmery, and then you have the darker one next to it. I have to see how they perform, right? Because you know me, I usually put a matte shadow on the lid. I don't know if I would put this dark one down. I might have to come up with ways to use that one. Maybe I put it into a Frank shadow, and then I put a shimmer shade on top. You can see that, yes, it is shimmery, but how shimmery will it be on top of this, for example? You know what, we could try that out. Let's try it out. Put the brown one down, and then let's put the shimmer on top. I mean, it is there, but I might have to go in a bit harder to actually make it look the way I want to look, but it's working. Like, I'm sorry, but I find these so hard to open, because there's no real edge to it. Like, yes, you have to put your nail into here and then open up. I always stuck my nail into the shadows. So this whole top section of the palette I could use now. That would be a nice squint. If you're wondering what happened to the shadow, then just continue with the mascara while I tell you. I repressed, I will put my pineapple up here. I repressed my Franken shadow, which is the orange and the green from the Nuvia palette. And the problem is, there was too much green. Like, there was more green than orange, and it was just a bit too dark. So I decided, well, this is also an orangey shade, like a terracotta shade. Mix it in as well. This is what I came up with. Now, again, I will give you a swatch. It is still very green, but it's like an army green. I love that. I think that's matches my shirt. You know what I mean? I do like that. Yeah, it also gives me a nice view of the pan, and I know that these shadows are not very, like, the pans are not very deep, so it should be doable to use these up fairly quickly, but I don't know yet. The problem is, only 2 shimmers in here. I need a shimmer shade on my eyes. I just do. Okay, so that is it. Let me know which side you prefer. I will zoom in about time. Again, you know, I could say, oh, this is whatever name they would give it, but there are no names. So. A shadow has no name. Okay, so this, the shimmer shade, it looks different than in the pan, because it looks like, see, it's almost like it's oxidizing or something. Or maybe it just has a yellow base. There's that one, and then this is the red intense. You know, like, just look at the difference. There's this one here, the brown with the red undertone. I think that's absolutely gorgeous, but how would I use it? How? Yeah. I don't know how much these palettes actually sell for. Like I said, I never had a Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. But, I mean, so far, I tried out 4 shades. And then the blending shade I didn't try, but I assume that it works well. It's nice. It's really nice. And this might also be a nice travel palette if you like the darker shadows. Because there's not really, apart from these two, it's not really light, is it? Maybe this one's one, but the rest is dark. Next time, maybe tomorrow or the day after, I will finally try this one out. Please be good. Please be good. But so far, look, I don't have anything bad to say about this. I think it looks nice. All of them that I tried out so far. Again, this one, along with the orange, they might have to come up in Franken shadows. I might even mix these two together and then put a bit of a shimmer shade into that as well. You know, eyeshadow to me is about having fun, right? And if one shadow doesn't work on its own, I might have to bring another shadow and then just mix them together and then create something completely different. So anyway, that was it. That was these 2 shadows here. I will continue with filming these, and then I hope, like, I should really get this video up soon-ish, because it's just too long. Anyways, I see you in the next one. Bye. Alright, I think I want to say second last video. No, there's 3 more videos including this one. So yeah, I don't like doing videos like this. It's just, how to say, like, I have times where I don't want to film at all, and sometimes I'm very motivated. Currently, I'm going through a phase where I'm not motivated at all. So, anyways, I'm still here. I'm still working on it. Today we are doing the 2 pinky shades here. Well, there's one like a powdery mauve, whatever. The pink. This one here, I said that before. This one is one fresco. One fresco. Okay, it looks nice as a swatch, but how will it perform? Ooh. Oh. Okay. Okay. I mean, they definitely look good. This is also easy removable with the baby wipes, so let's go. Let's get started. One of Renaissance palette, I kept that shade for last because it was my favorite. Yeah, like in the camera it looks intense. In reality you don't see it. Damn, okay. Ugh. Also, if you could see how this looks in real life, it looks just like I have a bit of a faint shadow on my eyes right now. Like initially, I don't really like it, but then if you think about the fact that this is very easy to apply and it's very forgiving as well, right? Because it's very sheer, you can easily build it up, but it's not as intense on first application, right? So it's very forgiving and it's also easy to blend in because there's barely any pigment. I don't know, like would I use a shadow this light that is not a shimmer shadow? In real life, it looks like the same shade as my dark shadows under my eyes, literally. Like, is that a look that I want to wear? I'm not so sure about that. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this side, and then once I have concealer on and mascara, maybe I change my mind, but I think that one is going. I think it is. Okay, let's try the dark pink. Oh boy. It feels very chalky, you know, like when you go, I don't know if you can hear this. Can you hear that? Like it's, I don't know. Maybe I can build up. Let me see. Oh, that's terrible. Do we like that? Or do we not? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about either of them, to be honest with you. It's very patchy. This one's very, very patchy. This one is very, very soft. To the point where it makes it look like I have no makeup on whatsoever. Let me just go into both of them one more time. Maybe I can achieve something. You know what, I think I will keep this one. Yes, a shocker, because, you know, I've just been talking shit about this. I think I'm getting rid of this one, because it's just too patchy and not that nice, and also, like I said, it feels very chalky and dry. I don't know if it's supposed to feel like that, but I don't like it. I think I'm going to keep this one, because I bought an eyeliner set by Lethal Cosmetics, and they're both blue-based, right? One, I will link the video here, I had on in my pen palette, and it's like a duochrome with like a blue and purple shift. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The other one is just a normal royal blue. And I feel like if I have a nice shadow down like this, soft and gentle, barely there, and then go in with the duochrome highlight, not lighter, highlight, what do you call it? Liner, I feel like that would be nice. This one, like I said, too patchy, hard to blend in. Darker and colorful shadows are much harder to make. That's just how it is, you know, that's... I don't know if there's any brand out there that I've tried. I've tried a lot of different eyeshadow brands, but not all of them, and not nearly as much as other people have. But from the shadows that I've tried out, brands have a really hard time making colorful shadow pigmented and not patchy and easy to blend and just not having much kickback or fall down or whatever. It's very hard to make, and I get that. Sometimes you don't mind that, right? Sometimes you just go, oh, I like the shade enough to actually bother blending it in nicely, or it might not be the most beautiful shade, but if you put another one on top, it's actually a breakthrough star, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can overlook it. Sometimes you can't, and that is the shadow, yeah. I feel like this would be very nice with the colorful liners. Okay, so that would be one shadow kept and one gone. 3 left, so 2 more clips that I have to film. Let me zoom in one more time, and then please tell me which side you prefer. Keep in mind that this is very soft. Soft and gentle, like a light breeze on a hot summer evening, you know what I mean? but it's still beautiful. And imagine the duochrome liner on top. Beautiful. Even just like a very intense highlighter here in the corner that, you know, draws the focus over here, and it still looks kind of put together. Yeah, and then this one, I'm just not feeling that one. That's, you know, it's patchy, hard to blend, feels chalky. I don't know what to do with this. And that's it. You know, it's my palette, it's my video, my life. I can decide that, and I just chose to not use it. I hope you enjoyed this segment of the video. I don't know when I'll be back with the next one. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in a week. Because like I said, I'm in a filming slump. There's also an update with the Look Fantastic box. I think you probably have seen that once this video goes up. But I've just had enough. I had enough. Point blank, enough. So I'll see you in the next segment. Probably next week. Hi, welcome to the second last video, or second last clip of this video. I just filmed my Panda palette update, and I kept saying this palette is putting me into a filming slump because every time I look at it, I just don't want to film. I will never again do a long video with you know, palettes that have no names. It's just absolutely terrible. Today we are doing the second, looks like shimmer shade, or at least a satin shade, and it's a brown. So this is the satin shade, and this is the matte brown. They look very similar. You can't even tell if this has some satin to it. Just look. Okay. Like, I'm usually not a fan of dark shades like this because I would only use them in the outer corner, not all of the lids. Also, yeah, like I said, I filmed the video and I quickly removed that makeup. I'm gonna try the satin shade. Oh, this one here. You know what? I actually like this. Let's take it a bit higher because, you know, hooded eyes more. Huh. Okay, I'm feeling this. Like, it's not as satin or as shimmery as you might thought it was, so maybe it's a good contender for the outer corner. Okay, yes, I'm liking this. Wait, let me just clean up. Okay. Huh, okay, I'm feeling this. This is good. It's a lot of kickback though. I don't know how well you can tell. It is, yeah, it is a lot. Okay, so then the darker brown. Okay, that is also nice. What? I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not have any high expectations for this palette. It's not, like, I think I said it in the clip before. I didn't go into this palette thinking, oh, I'm gonna hate it, but the expectations were just not high. But look at that. I think it looks nice. So I'm also gonna keep that one. Again, going a bit higher because you hooded eyes these. I wonder if I could use one or two of these in my brows. I have to try it out, you know. That's also nice. I'm keeping both of them. The problem is that, yes, they look nice like this. How will they perform with something else? Or like with something else on top or something else underneath? How will they actually perform over time? You know, because some shadow creases. Some shadow is just like disappearing almost, you know, like it's a matter of trial and error. Oh, but I like that. I don't know if I will put these two together, you know, like this dark brown, this one on top. Probably not, but it's still pretty. I have two brushes here that could be used as a brow brush. I will try that out because I want to see, you know, if one of them works in my brows. Good for me. I can use it in an additional way. I think I like this one a bit more though because it's just a satin. You know, there's a bit more to it than just the matte. You tell me what you think. This one or this one? It does not look that great on camera, but it's not that bad in real life. Let me just zoom in a tiny bit like this, because brows. So I'm going to do the shimmer shadow here, and then the natural shadow here. It's very lovely. I never fill in my brows as, like, I'm not trying to recreate fake hair. I just fill them in. not too close here. Just fill them in. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is this a brow shade for me? Stop. Shook to the core. I love finding new ways to use shadow. Am I tripping? Or is this nice? Oh, that's so dark. I can tell. Unless I go in very, very light-handed and just try to blend it in. Could I make it work? I could make it work. That would be so nice. I just filled them in very quickly on camera, right? It's not like perfect. Far away, would it look good? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This, I mean, whether you like it or not, I think it looks great, and I think I will use both of them on my lashes, on my eyebrows. Which means that I have found a new way of potentially using these up. Because like I said, I don't like dark shadow all of the lid like this. If I can use it in my brows, nice. Because this is not light enough for me to use on top of another shadow. Usually when I use this shimmer shadow, I use this, you know, like light. Or even this one here, light. This will be too dark. However, now that I can use it on my brows, oh, that's nice. This is good. This is very good. I'll actually take this with me downstairs into my everyday makeup drawer now, and then start using it. And maybe have some nice progress for the next Pen & Palette update. Maybe. Finally from this one, let me know which side you prefer. Shimmery, satin, matte. Matte, you know. Do you remember the Bombs Meet Matte palettes? I had one of those, which is crazy because I've always loved shimmer. Anyways, so let me know what you think. I will see you hopefully tomorrow with the last shadow in this palette. Hi, it is a day later and I'm finally finishing this video off. Oh my god, it's been too long. Like I'm just sick of this palette. It's not a bad palette, but I'm just sick of looking at it because it's taken me so long to film this video. Never again, never again. So, the last shade that I have left is this one here. That is the transition shade. Let's just zoom in. So you have like the cool, for me personally, crease shade and then the warm crease shade. Yeah, I would like that. Second time. I definitely like this. And I want to keep it. The one thing that I have a problem with is that the pan shape is, I mean, it still fits in there, my brush, but it's just, you know, it's just a bit hard to use. But overall, this is not a bad palette at all. Apart from the one dark pink there, I like it. I don't have anything bad to say about this palette. I mean, you can see how to perform. And I've had this palette for 3 years. What can I say? This looks good. Maybe just a bit more as usual on the lash line, because I tend to forget that spot apparently. Also, again, a lot of get back here, and also fallout, as you can see. I will keep this shadow as well, which brings my total of shadows that I get rid of to one. Just one. That I didn't like the look of it, which also means that I have this whole palette to use now, because that is my second oldest palette in my collection, and all I've done with the it's called Novena palette, which I don't know when that will be. I can jump into this. Again, I said it in, I think, every single clip. I don't know how these shadows are performing with other shadows within the palette and within the other big collection that I have of palettes. It might work well, and I might get amazing looks with it, or it might go terribly wrong, and I'm just frustrated in getting rid of the shadows. That happened before, you know, where I did a how will this video, and I kept it because it looked nice, and then when I start using it on a daily or regular basis, I figured, this is not it. Just hard to work with, hard to blend in, or it just completely disappears, or whatever it is. I don't know how much Wet n Wild usually is. I got this in the Look Fantastic box. I'm sure it's not like $20 for this, right? It's definitely a nice palette. Definitely a nice palette. Basically a dupe to the Modern Renaissance one. Did I do how will this videos for the Modern Renaissance palette? I'm not sure, but if you can compare the videos and then see for yourself. I actually I used it yesterday, and I plan on using it more. Than one brown shimmer or satin in my brows, and I like the way that looks. Obviously not much going on there, but I'll use this one, and once that is done, I think I'm switching to this, but very lightly handed, as you saw in the clip before. Very lightly handed, but I don't mind it. I think it looks nice, which would give me an opportunity to use these two up somehow. And then the blending shade is obviously being used. This I'm not using. It's a nice neutral palette for me. Let me zoom in one more time. My battery is running low, so of course I need to finish this video now and edit it. Oh my goodness. This is what it looks like. It's nice. I'm curious to see how all of these perform. Hopefully good. If not, you will see a pineapple update with me just getting rid of the whole thing. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know if it's going to be long. It's probably going to be a long one. Oh my god, I have to edit this one. Oh god. Why am I doing this to myself? If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and it's the next one.